Welcome to the class of 2020's virtual graduation from Atlantic Cape Community College. Graduations are always special, but this year, everyone will remember you, the class of 2020. Today, we come together in this special way to celebrate your success. It's your perseverance, positivity, and determination that brought you here. You are thinkers and problem solvers, the dreamers and leaders. You are the class who will make this world a better place. Atlantic and Cape May counties need you. The world needs you, now more than ever. Defined not by hardship, but by solutions. The class of 2020 has proven ready for the challenge. The faculty, staff, and administration and your community are overjoyed to cheer you on as you move on to the next chapter of life. We only wish that we could celebrate this momentous occasion together with your family and friends. Atlantic Cape will always be here to support you. Now, it's the time to take your Cape, continue your journey, and begin to change the world for the better. And now, please welcome Dr. Barbara Gaba, President of Atlantic Cape.
Welcome to Atlantic Cape Community College's virtual commencement ceremony for the class of 2020. I am Dr. Barbara Gaba, President of Atlantic Cape. Welcome, everyone. First and foremost, to the class of 2020, congratulations. This virtual graduation is very different from the usual pomp and circumstance we typically enjoy in May outside on the grounds of our Mays Landing campus. Indeed, there are very few aspects of our lives that haven't changed in recent months due to the public health crisis presented by COVID-19. While today we celebrate virtually, we look forward to celebrating with you with the traditional in-person ceremony on December 5th at Harrah's Waterfront Conference Center in Atlantic City. I don't think I could ever be more inspired by our students and graduates. The way our students have handled their personal, financial, and academic challenges this semester was nothing short of admirable. Many of our students, including the members of the class of 2020, had never taken an online course before this semester. Then, after the spring break, you adapted to a new mode of learning since all in-person classes were moved to remote instruction in order to protect our students and our wider college community. The class of 2020 rose to the challenge with this change and ultimately persevered. I received many messages from students this semester, some with very challenging issues, academic, personal, and financial, and others who just wanted to let me know that they were doing all right. I appreciated every single message. They let me know that our students were engaged, that they were dealing with the challenges laid before them, and that the college was doing everything we could to ensure they were successful. I would like to thank our faculty for the tremendous amount of work they put into this semester to ensure that the class of 2020 finished their last semester at Atlantic Cape strong. Our faculty worked with all their students to ensure that they had the tools they needed to be successful, and they did an incredible job. Faculty, thank you again for your unwavering commitment to delivering a high-quality education to the class of 2020. Benjamin Franklin once said, "Without continual growth and progress, such words as improvement, achievement, and success have no meaning." We had to grow and progress this semester, whether we wanted to or not, because that was the only way to survive the crisis. Every graduate of the class of 2020 can proudly say that they have grown and succeeded when faced with adversity. You found ways to tackle every challenge that was laid before you, not only this semester, but throughout your educational journey. Graduates, you have worked tremendously hard to get to this point when you will graduate with a college degree. Many of you have overcome great barriers to achieve this milestone, working one or maybe even two jobs, caring for young children or aging parents, coping with financial struggles. Many of you have persevered through health issues, your own and those of your close family members. Some of you were forced to take a break away from college along the way, and then you came back. However, you were able to overcome these challenges and you are here today, standing tall and standing proud. You did not travel this journey alone. There are many people who helped and supported you along the way. Parents, grandparents, siblings, partners, friends, mentors, children, and others. Many of those people who are watching this virtual graduation have supported you. Graduates, I hope you take the time to acknowledge those special people in your life who help you to be here today celebrating this great achievement. Our community is undergoing tremendous strain right now, but Atlantic Cape is as committed as ever to serving our community's college. We have adapted to today's challenges so that we are consistently delivering an excellent education to our students. Among our graduates today are our community's future: nurses, radiologic technicians, biomedical scientists, chefs, business leaders, air traffic controllers, computer programmers, teachers, and so much more. The education our graduates have earned from Atlantic Cape will give them a leg up in the workforce. I would like to take a brief moment to acknowledge this year's graduates of our nursing and health sciences programs, as well as all of the first responders and frontline workers watching today. I am so proud that many of you will be joining this COVID-19 fight. I would like all of our graduates to know that we have complete confidence in your education, skills, training, abilities, and compassion. We are proud of you and we are rooting for you all the way. I would also like to congratulate the 21 veterans in this year's graduating class. Thank you for your service to this country. We all have high hopes for your futures. And finally, we are proud to acknowledge our first group of high school seniors from ACIT, the Atlantic County Institute of Technology. Over the last 4 years, this cohort of 14 students have worked diligently alongside our dedicated staff members to earn their associate degree in aviation studies. These students are the first cohort of a special 3-cohort grant from the New Jersey Department of Education that supported partnerships between secondary and post-secondary institutions and the expansion of college credits for those interested and motivated to do so. With STEM and aviation at the forefront of our county economic initiatives, we are proud to acknowledge these students and their families. Graduates, I hope that many of you will choose to continue your education beyond the associate degree. We have agreements with universities such as Rutgers University, Stockton University, and Thomas Aid State University that will allow you to transfer the credits you have earned here at Atlantic Cape so that you can take your education to the next level with a bachelor's degree and even beyond to a graduate degree. Graduates, I truly believe that you can change the world and that you are the leaders of the future and have in your hands the tools to make a real impact on our community and the world. Now that you are Atlantic Cape alumni, you are our ambassadors. You will carry our legacy with you as you create your own future, just as Atlantic Cape alum have done before you. I hope you will join our Alumni Association and stay involved, give back. In closing, this is only the first of many milestones in your lives, and we are so happy to be a part of your celebration. Nelson Mandela once said, "Education is the most powerful weapon which we can use to change the world." Graduates, I know that each of you will make a difference. Whether you immediately enter the workforce or continue your education at a 4-year institution, we are with you all the way. And I'm so excited to see what impact you will have on the world. We are Atlantic Cape strong, and again, many congratulations. Please join me in welcoming Ms. Joelle Motley, President of the Student Government Association.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Joelle Motley, and I'm the president of the Student Government Association. As representative of the student body, I'm so excited to honor all of you, the 2020 graduates of Atlantic Cape Community College. On behalf of the students, I would like to extend my deepest gratitude and appreciation to Dr. Gaba, Jean McAllister, Dean Paula Davis, Nancy Porfido, Lisa Givens, Eileen Milligan, and every single member of the Atlantic Cape faculty and personnel. Everyone, especially our graduates, was thrown a unique set of circumstances, which, true to form, we rose above, Jersey strong. I realize the past couple of months were unprecedented, and faculty and students handled it with a grace and determination that is unique to South Jersey. I and the entire student body are so proud of you, and I hope you realize that you are a rock star. Atlantic Cape is the foundation of the sculpture of your life. And whether you continue on an academic path or immediately enter the work field, I would like to encourage you to let others know that Atlantic Cape is where you earned a tassel during one of the most challenging times in human history. Remember all of the important lessons we've learned just in this semester alone. The importance of strong leadership, fruitful relationships, and our responsibilities to ourselves and others. Never forget your ability to adapt, to face challenges head on, and to continue through uncertainty. Remember this moment. Carry that knowledge with you like the Olympic torch, guiding you along your way in life and sharing it to ignite perseverance and encouragement for others. I realize that we are celebrating much differently than any of us could have ever expected, but your ability to finish strong is so much more deserving of all the glory. I'm happy for you. I'm grateful for you all and the impression you've left upon me as I complete my final semester. As the representative of the student body, I wish you many more accomplishments, success in all your future endeavors, and inner peace. Congratulations, class of 2020. The vision of the future is 100% clear. You are undeterrable.
Thank you, Joelle. It now gives me great pleasure to introduce Madison Conway, the High Honors student for the class of 2020.
Before the gates of excellence, the high gods have placed sweat. Long is the road there too, and rough and steep at first, but when the heights are reached, then there is ease, though grievously hard in the winning. Good evening, President Gaba, Board of Trustees, distinguished guest, faculty and staff, family and friends, and the graduating class of 2020. My name is Madison Conway, and I am beyond honored and humbled to stand before you to deliver this heartfelt message as the High Honors student. Recently, I found a paper my grandmother was writing in 1959 for her high school valedictorian speech. I was profoundly impressed with the words of Hesiod, an ancient Greek poet. It was his words she used to begin the speech, and so did I. Where do I begin to give credit to so many who did so much to bring me and everyone in this graduating class to where we are today? From my first teacher to my last, I have nothing but the utmost respect and gratitude, and I believe all of the graduating class would say the same. To the tutors, thank you for going the extra mile. What a wonderful resource provided by the college. Atlantic Cape Community College is very fortunate to have you and I to have experienced you. Who knew the guidance I would receive at Atlantic Cape Community College would dispel all the worry and wonder about the future, and that it would be there constantly. I found myself and accepted the challenge. First, to be all that I could be, and second, to settle for nothing less than perfection. On behalf of myself and my fellow classmates, I would like to thank our parents and those who mentored us, and every member of the faculty who helped get us through rough and steep steps to bring us to this celebration. I believe I speak for all the graduates on the great admiration, respect, and appreciation we have for our remarkable teachers and counselors with their tolerance, patience, and consistent determination to bring us to this wonderful place called achievement. For me, this experience has been rewarding and fulfilling. We stand at a new threshold. Some may leave satisfied with what they have accomplished, while others will go on to higher education. Some may pursue medicine, teaching, engineering. Some may delve into technology. Some may pursue the arts, while some will open their own business. What we can be certain of, whatever we do, We can thank Atlantic Cape Community College for getting us on board with our professions and teaching us so much more than the rudiments of learning. We are able to socialize and have developed confidence and maturity, allowing us to go out into the world and succeed. I would be remiss not to mention my grandmother and my mother, who were and still are the ultimate mentors and the best support team. My grandmother was right. Before the gates of excellence, there is hard work. It is safe to say sweat was a part of the long and steep road, but the good news is we reached our goal. We have won. I hope each one who led us to this victory recognizes the fruit of their labor. I hope each graduate has a genuine sense of accomplishment and a self-confidence as we go out to face the next challenge and approach whatever is before the gates of excellence. Thank you.
Thank you, Madison, for that wonderful speech. And now, please join me in welcoming Mr. Dennis Kelly, your 2020 commencement speaker. Mr. Kelly is a graduate from the class of 1978 with an associate's degree in liberal arts. He currently serves as Senior Vice President and Chief Enrollment Officer at Wilmington College, located in Ohio.
Good evening, President Gaba, Board of Trustees, distinguished faculty, town administrative staff, alumni, family, and friends, and of course, the graduating class of 2020. My name is Dennis Michael Kelly, and I'm an alumnus of the college, but even more tonight, I am proud to be part of your commencement team as your speaker, representing the class of 2020. Over 600 biographies is hard to read, but I think I have a good idea who you are. Some of you are still in high school, and you'll be graduating with a degree and a high school diploma in the same month. Others are going ahead to a 2- or 4-year college. I want you to remind those institutions that when you graduate with an associate degree, you have the highest chance of graduating from that institution than anyone they enroll. Others will be starting their first job, and others will take the opportunity of their degree to advance themselves with the job they have. There are others that are special to me. Those students who let their family and significant others earn their education before them and go back to college at an older age. Well, you've earned your degree, and today is your day to shine. And then finally, first generation. You could be the first in your family or the first in a generation of families. I have something special to say to you. This college and you have just changed your family tree forever. And you will now be the benchmark for academic excellence for all your family members to come. You know, around the country, it's called graduation day. But for faculty and staff, it's also called payday. No, not the monetary pay, the emotional pay. Because when you graduate, we get paid. Today, I would like to share with you 3 stories. And at the conclusion, I will ask this class one simple question. About 1.5 years ago, I took a tour on mainland campus. And I overheard a conversation of a few students talking about their associate degree. And the question was, is my degree from Atlantic Cape marketable? Well, I'm living proof that it is, but I wanted to gather some facts so I could verify my answer. I found out that there are more jobs in Atlantic County that need a degree than people to fill them, because only 30% of working adults in Atlantic County have a degree. I also found out that New Jersey ranks 8th in the highest number of degrees conferred to their citizens, because there are so many jobs that require a college degree. If you do not want to work in New Jersey, there are 42 other states that need more college graduates. And finally, if you want to become a global citizen, this is a little stunning. Only 7 people out of every 100 in the world have a college degree. Are you marketable? Absolutely. The next thing I'd like to talk to you about are two words: destination and journey. We dream big in America. We have big dreams, we set big goals. And sometimes the goals get too large. For some of us, we spend our whole life trying to reach a goal we can never attain. Others, unfortunately, whose life is cut short and never have the opportunity to reach the goal. And the third category of people, they reach the destination only to see that it's changed. That could be good, or that could be not so good. But they all have something in common. They all had a journey. You have to understand that every day is a journey for you. You share it with your family. You share it with your friends. You go to work or go to college. You'll laugh the most during the journey. You'll cry the most. You'll fall in love and start your own families. Your biggest accomplishments and your biggest setbacks will be along the journey. My point, dream big, set goals, but don't sell the journey short, because you'll spend most of your life living the journey. I am living proof. And I will not give you my biology, but I will give you my partnership with Atlantic Cape and how we stay on the journey more than 40 years from now. I first heard about this great institution when my brother attended as a student athlete and was one of the first students in the hotel restaurant program. He later transferred and received a full scholarship in basketball. My father then took me to Mays Landing my senior year, and upon January, we would decide where to go to college. Unfortunately, Dad passed away, and Mom and I made the decision to attend Atlantic County College at the time, a decision I will never regret. From the first day I worked on campus, they welcomed me with open arms. I played 3 varsity sports and received 3 varsity letters. I wrote for the school newspaper and finished the year with a 3.0. Life was great. I could enjoy my whole summer because I knew a year from now I would earn my associate degree. That's a big deal in my family. Both my parents were college graduates, and they wanted their 3 sons to each have college degrees. But unfortunately, life isn't a straight line. And the best way I can describe my story is serpentine. Picture a snake slithering through the grass, moving forward, but from side to side. I went back in the fall, eager to learn. I was made captain of one of my sports teams. But the Vietnam War was raging, and I got the calling to serve my country. And when this college found out I had made my decision, they gave me the best advice of a lifetime. They told me to finish the semester and take a leave of absence. And when I left, my advisor, who was my coach, looked at me and said 2 things. Be safe, and I'll see you when you get back. When you're 19 years of age and you don't know what you're going to be doing or where you're going to be doing it, that is powerful information to keep. Well, I started basic training, and lo and behold, my college credits from this college gave me an advantage. I had a higher rank than any other soldier in my platoon. And I was told if I continued my excellence, I would be able to pick my military occupation because the war wouldn't last forever. And I did just that. The top basic training score at Fort Dix was 500, and I scored a 476. And I decided that I wanted to study accounting and supply chain management. What's ironic about that is I have 2 beautiful daughters who have both graduated college in the last 5 years. They both each have a degree, one in accounting and the other in supply chain management, and they are gainfully employed. I will tell you that I was promoted 3 more times in the military, and I served my country with distinction. But when it came time to re-enlist, I got another call. The voice of my brother saying, "Dennis, you have to come back to college. You would love college, and Mom wants you to get a degree." And the other voice was my coach and my advisor, who said, "We'll see you when you get back." So there was no doubt I was going to graduate from Atlantic Cape. When I went back to the summer of Mays Landing, my advisor met me and already had my schedule done. And he also told me to take a summer class and offered me a job mowing the lawn on campus to pay for it. Do you know I still wanted to transfer out after the first semester, but this time I listened. And I graduated with a 3.2, took advantage of an articulation they signed for the college and university I wanted to attend, and I won a scholarship. All I can tell you about my baccalaureate degree at that university was I did everything that they made accessible to me. I loved college, and college loved me. And upon graduation, they offered me a teaching fellowship, and I was assigned to advise transfers. And you could probably imagine the smile on my face. After graduating, I took a job as an assistant professor of marketing, and I was in charge of advising all the transfers from community college. And another beautiful thing happened at the college. I met a coworker, and now we're married for 31 years and have raised 3 beautiful children. And with my wife by my side, my career skyrocketed. I left the faculty for administration. I became a director, dean, vice president, chief enrollment officer, and senior vice president. I've won national awards. I've been at the White House, and I've traveled around the world, but I've never forgot my roots. And when I was a vice president in the tri-state area, no one signed more articulation agreements for college transfers and gave more Phi Theta Kappa transfer scholarships to me. I am indebted to this college for being part of my success. This college, Cape Atlantic Community College, started me with my educational roots. And when I gained the needed skills and experience, those roots turned into wings, and I soared to the top of my profession, and those wings traveled me around the world. I am humbled that those wings have carried me back 360 to the college I love and where it all started. So graduates, it's time to graduate. And I know you're ready. You've been resilient for the pandemic. You are bright, well-educated, marketable, and ready to start or continue on a journey of a lifetime. With all that going for you, I have one final question for you. Where will your Buccaneer education and roots carry you? Congratulations, class of 2020.
Thank you, Mr. Kelly. You are truly an example of what a graduate of Atlantic Cape can become. Now we would like to take a moment to recognize our distinguished alumni and Young Alumni Achievement recipients. Mr. Dennis Kelly, class of 1978, Bath, Pennsylvania. Mayor Beth Holzman, class of 1982, Ventnor, New Jersey. Professor Richard Russell, class of 1999, Ocean City, New Jersey. Mr. Kyle Shackner, class of 2016, Collingswood, New Jersey. And to the class of 2020, we have a few more people who want to congratulate you on this special day.
Hello, my name is Stedman Graham, and I want to congratulate all of the graduates from Atlantic Cape Community College 2020 class. It is so good that you're graduating this year, and I just want to send you a message. I am from Cape May County, Cape Atlantic County, and so I'm from that area, and I'm a Jersey boy. And I am so happy that you have made it, and they are going to make it. So if I had to give you some advice, I would say, What I learned throughout the years is that you have to really know who you are. You have to have an identity in your life, and you have to have a purpose, and you have to know your talents and your skills and your abilities. And then the key is being able to take information and education and make it relevant to who you are in the 24 hours that you have every single day, which is what makes all of us equal. Everybody has 24 hours. So when I learned how to become a self-directed learner, a lifelong learner, my life changed. When I understood that I could read and learn, and I discovered technology, and I discovered that I could take that information and apply it to everything that I love in my life, all my talents and all my skills. And then I get to move from a fixed mindset, which is fixed mindset is doing the same thing over and over every single day. If you did the same thing you did yesterday, as you would do today, as you would do tomorrow, when have you done nothing? To a growth mindset, which means you're able to take the resources of the world and take all of that information, all of that knowledge, all the experiences that you'll ever have in your life, and apply that to yourself every single day so that you could develop a process of continuous improvement and that you can begin to organize all the resources that are relevant to you. And you can work on yourself all of your life to develop a process for becoming better today than you were yesterday. So graduates, enjoy yourself. I know it's tough during the pandemic and all of us are kind of stuck, but read, learn, grow, develop, and you can be the best person you could possibly be. Remember this, you're not your circumstances, you are your possibilities.
Hey there, graduating class of Atlantic Cape Community College. This is freeholder Amy Gatto coming at you to wish you congratulations. I know this isn't the way you thought you would be graduating, and none of us really expected any of this, but we, the Board of Chosen Freeholders, are very proud of what you've accomplished, what you've persevered through in order to finish your education here at our beautiful community college. And we are just wishing you much, much success. And to our graduating class, the first graduating class of our Aviation Academy, we want to say thank you for being the first and congratulations for being the first. And we're looking forward to everything that this graduating class is going to do for our community, for our state, and for our country. We're looking to you all to be the leaders of tomorrow and do really great things. But for now, celebrate and congratulations.
Hello, this is Cape May County Freeholder Director Jerry Thornton. Congratulations to Atlantic Cape's class of 2020. I know that this is a momentous achievement, and no one wants to be at home for their graduation. But I promise you, we all will come out of this stronger and more determined and more united. I wish you all the best of luck in your future endeavors and never lose hope. Well done, everyone. Well done.
And now is the moment you've all been waiting for, the conferment of degrees and certificates.
Dr. Gava, I am pleased to present to you the candidates who have successfully met the requirements for the associate's degree. They have been certified by the faculty to receive their degrees. Ms. Mento, to you as Chair of the Board of Trustees, I present the 53rd class of Atlantic Cape Community College, the class of 2020, as worthy recipients of the degrees.
Okay, members of the class of 2020, having been certified as completing all requirements for graduation, I confer upon you, in the name of the Atlantic Cape Community College Board of Trustees, the degree you are about to receive of Associate in Arts, Associate in Fine Arts, Associate in Science, and Associate in Applied Science, with all rights, privileges, and responsibilities and obligations pertaining thereto. Congratulations, class of 2020.
We now present to you the class of 2020. You may now turn your virtual tassel.
Hi everyone, this is Nazifa. Congratulations to the historic class of 2020. I'd like to thank Atlantic Cape, my professors, and my family for making it possible. Thank you.
friends, professors, and just lifelong things I'm going to remember forever. And just thank you again for this graduation, and I'm happy to be part of it. Thank you, guys.
I'd like to thank my parents. Congratulations to the entire class. And remember, the best is yet to come.
Thank you to all my teachers, my family, and congratulations to all the graduates this year. I hope everybody has a great summer and stays healthy and safe.
family, my friends for supporting me through this journey. I can't believe I finally graduated.
I want to give thanks to my husband, my kids, and my family for all the love and support through all these years of hard work.
At Atlantic Cape Community College and the Academy of Culinary Arts, you rock. And to my family and friends for all your support, thank you. I did it. I'm out.
Thank you, Atlantic Cape Community College, for this amazing opportunity, and a huge thank you to Mom, Dad, Brian, and Nicole for always supporting me.
All I gotta say is, what a year, what a year.
If you're reading this, I graduated from Atlantic Cape Community College. Thank you for one of the best experiences of my life.
Thank you, ACCC, for this amazing 2 years. Thank you, Mom, for always supporting me in everything that I do, because I definitely couldn't have done this without you. Thank you.
First of all, I want to say thank you to God, my family, my parents, my husband, and now everything that I want to accomplish is for my little baby, Matthias. I did it. Thank you.
I'm finally able to graduate from Atlantic Cape Community College, and I only could have done so without the support from my friends and family and educators. Thank you so much.
Everyone, my name is Frida-Lise Mojica, and throughout my journey at ACCC, the quote that always got me through my semesters was, "If you ever feel like quitting, remember why you started to begin with." Congratulations, class of 2020.
Congratulations, class of 2020. We made it and we never gave up. Thank you to all our families and friends and staff. We love you all.
Congratulations, class of 2020. We did it, even with a pandemic. Now we're on to bigger and better things. Good luck.
Hello everyone, I want to take the time to thank everybody who in one way or another supported me in this long journey of mine, as it meant so much to me. Thank you and God bless.
I'd like to thank the stars that are my friends and family for being able to teach me how to shine just as bright.
Hello everyone, I'm
I'm Drea Parik, and I'm a graduating student of 2020, although this is not how I planned to be graduating.
I'm Maria Purilla. I started in 2015 with my ESA classes. Now I finished hospitality management in the Atlantic Eye Community College. Thank you to my family. I did a congratulations class for 2020.
Sebastian, Alexandra, Tato, and Quentin, thank you for being my support system and never letting me give up. To my friends and family, thank you.
I'm glad to have been part of the Atlantic Cape experience, and I wish congratulations to my fellow class of 2020 graduates. Yay! Yeah!
Congrats to the class of 2020.
Thank you to my mom and dad for always supporting me, and congrats to the class of 2020.
Congrats, everyone. We did it. I want to thank my family. I want to thank my friends, my awesome girlfriend, all the aviation professors who went above and beyond. Thank you.
Thank you to my family and friends who believed in me as I walked through this journey and never gave up and pushed me to no limit to be nothing but great.
I love you, Mom and Dad, and I couldn't have done this without you guys.